Support for the Forest Ramble comes from Manscaped. Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. The perfect package is cruelty-free, paraben-free and vegan. US listeners can get 20% off plus free shipping using the code BIGHEADS at manscaped.com. If you are not in the US, you can buy Manscaped from Amazon. Manscaped, the perfect gentleman's agreement this Christmas.
The Forest Ramble mini-match reports.
Well, that was pretty bad, pretty awful. 4-0 down at half-time. There's not really much you can say other than it was a disastrous 45 minutes and the game was lost early on.
Were there any redeeming features in the match for Forest?
Half-time was one. That's about it, really. Nobody, from a Forest point of view, nobody really stood out. Nobody looked like taking the game by the scruff of the neck and, turning it around. And I think the players were just shell-shocked from what was happening. And it was a case of every time Wednesday went forward, they scored. And it was sort of like 2-0 after 12 minutes, and then 2 more goals added after that. You had Ben Watson missing a huge chance at 2-0, which could have... While Forest might not have won the game, just getting that goal back might have changed the momentum a bit.
And was it a case of Wednesday being really, really good, or Forest being really, really bad, or a bit of both?
A bit of both. Wednesday obviously deserved to win the game, but I wouldn't say it was a 4-0 game. It wasn't as if Forest were outplayed and completely outclassed. It was just defensively they were a shambles. Wednesday were clinical. Jordan Rhodes, 2 of his goals were... his first goal was well taken, and the overhead kick, which I think was Stephen Fletcher, for the 4th, that was a well taken goal. But it was just a case of bad defending, I think individual mistakes, and I don't think you can pin it all on the manager. I think the players have to take responsibility.
And it was 4-0 at half-time. Did anything happen in the second half of note?
Forest were better. But Wednesday didn't need to do a lot because the game was won from their point of view. They just sat in there, kept it tight. Forest had a bit more about them attack-wise, but yeah, it just never looked like getting any sort of foothold in the game, scoring a goal or trying to claw it back. And it just petered out in the end.
Thank you to Stephen and the Marathon the Midlands. We'll be back with more reaction and a review of the last month in just a couple of days.